Nobody knows what we wanted to say. This is a real thing that happens a lot with people who are filming content. Is in their head, they've made up their mind what they want to say and how they want it to come out. They've got this idea of how they want to hear it sound when it comes out of their mouths. But in reality, what's going through our head and how it comes out of our mouth is really not the same. They're never the same. They completely mismatch. So we finish our video going, oh, that's not how I wanted to say it. That's not what I wanted to say. I forgot to say this. It was terrible. I'm going to refilm it and do it all over again. Damn, I suck at this. But I really want you to remember that the people watching the video had no idea what you didn't say that you wanted to say. They had no idea what you wanted to, how you wanted it to come out and what they actually heard. And so they're not judging you based on like, oh, I'm reading her mind. I know she really wanted to say this and say it like that, but she didn't. Busted, right? They're not. Nobody knows how your brain was expecting it to go. So please don't give yourself like the harsh self-judgment that you suck or your video wasn't good because it didn't come out what was going through here. It very, very rarely does. Please just let it come out how it comes out. Maybe that's how it's meant to be. No matter how much in your head you're thinking it's not. Maybe that's how it's meant to be. You put it out there to the world, see what happens. Here's the fun bit. You can put out a different version of that video later, right? I have created lots and lots and lots and lots of videos that are basically the same thing with different titles, worded slightly differently, wearing different clothes with a different kind of energy because they were filmed at different times. Some do really, really great, some do terrible. And that's the cool thing about putting content online is not only is nothing forever, you can delete it if you want to, you can keep doing new versions of it. Right? Just like I'd be looking, and like earlier we looked at our competitors' content so we could see what we could do better so that we could now reproduce a fresher, newer version and take over their place. You can do exactly the same against yourself. You can look back at your old content that performed well or stuff that you think could perform well if you did it differently, and you can refilm a new version of it even with the same name. Or a slightly tweaked name and republish that. It's going to be newer. It might have a chance of taking off. Right? Give yourself some slack. Let it come out how it's meant to come out. And do not keep refilming it. If that's how it came, you film it, you press stop, and you move on to the next video. If you have time at the end of your filming day and you've filmed everything you wanted to film, then you can go back and re-record some that you didn't like. But only then. You must push yourself to keep moving to the next video so that you can walk away from that day with as much content as possible, even if in your mind it's not perfect, because you're going to do far better for your channel, for your algorithms, for your production, for your productivity, if you have some stuff that you can later on go and create better versions of, but you're going to get yourself at least some followers and at least some traction if you're publishing more content. Yes, be nice to yourself, but be tough on yourself in terms of just get it done.